What if there were thousands more women than men? In Kazakhstan, this intriguing scenario is a reality, with women outnumbering men by nearly 533,000. This unique demographic balance creates fascinating dynamics in relationships and social interactions. With so many women looking for connections, it's no wonder that sincerity and respect are especially valued when winning hearts. In this cultural context, traditional gender roles may shift, offering women more opportunities to express their desires and assert their independence in the dating game. For men, this means a greater emphasis on genuine communication and understanding to stand out in a sea of choices. The relationships that flourish here often prioritize emotional intelligence and mutual respect over mere attraction. Interestingly, this environment can inspire a more profound bond as individuals seek not just partners, but true companions who appreciate their unique qualities. So, in a land where love is as plentiful as the stars in the sky, sincerity indeed becomes the most attractive quality. Why exactly does Kim Jong-il's golf record surprise us? It turns out the legendary tale of Kim Jong-il sinking 5 holes in one during a single game of golf isn't all it's cracked up to be. This remarkable achievement, which painted the North Korean leader as an extraordinary golfer, was based on a misunderstanding by journalists. When reporters received his scorecard, it was written in shorthand, a format they misinterpreted. As a result, they mistakenly believed that Kim had achieved this incredible feat. The truth highlights how easily stories can become exaggerated and how perceptions of public figures can be shaped by miscommunication. This episode raises intriguing questions about the nature of reporting and the pursuit of sensationalism. Did the desire for a captivating headline blind them to the facts? Or did they unknowingly contribute to the glamorous myth built around Kim Jong-il? Scientists recently discovered that why is the US-Mexico border so heavily guarded? This crucial border has become one of the most fortified areas in the United States, primarily due to serious concerns surrounding illegal immigration and human trafficking. Unlike the more relaxed US-Canada border, the US-Mexico border faces unique challenges that have led to increased security measures. With thousands seeking better opportunities across the border each year, this ongoing migration often brings with it the tragedy of individuals falling prey to traffickers who exploit their desperation. To combat such issues, the U.S. government has implemented extensive security initiatives, including the construction of fences, deployment of advanced surveillance technology, and the positioning of thousands of Border Patrol agents. These measures aim to deter illegal crossings and enhance safety, but they also spark debates over the balance between enforcing law and protecting human rights. The complexities surrounding this border raise vital questions for policymakers and the public alike, as many contemplate the future of immigration and national security. Is it possible to achieve a system that is both secure and humane? Is it really true that tattoos can look like stickers? Mr. Sticker, a talented artist, specializes in a unique style of tattooing that creates an astonishing effect. His innovative designs make tattoos appear as if they are actual stickers peeling off the skin. This incredible realism blurs the boundaries between traditional body art and visual illusions. Using skillful shading and colors, Mr. Sticker achieves a three-dimensional look that surprises everyone who sees his work. People often marvel at how lifelike his designs are, making them seem like they could be removed at any moment. This artistic technique not only showcases Mr. Sticker's talent, but also redefines how we view tattoos. Are these just permanent decorations, or can they transform into captivating pieces of art that challenge our perception? Each tattoo tells a story, merging creativity and craftsmanship in an unforgettable way. Did you know Google Photos has a celebrity connection? It all began with a dazzling dress. In 2000, Jennifer Lopez wore a stunning green dress at the Grammy Awards that left everyone speechless. This iconic outfit sparked an overwhelming number of online searches as fans and fashion enthusiasts scrambled to find images of it. The frenzy surrounding the dress highlighted a growing need for better image searching capabilities on the internet. In response to this demand, Google decided to develop Google Photos, which came with an innovative image search function. This feature lets users find and organize their photos based on visual content, allowing them to easily discover memories tucked away in their photo libraries. So next time you search for a picture of your favorite vacation or pet, remember that it all started with a stunning dress worn by J.Lo. Isn't it amazing how one moment in pop culture can lead to groundbreaking technology? What happened to Hemingway after the plane crash? In 1954, the iconic author Ernest Hemingway found himself in an unbelievable situation when he survived a plane crash in Africa. After the first plane went down, he was rescued, only to face yet another disaster. While on the runway, the plane that had just landed burst into flames, and chaos erupted around him. Hemingway, known for his adventurous spirit, faced this life-threatening situation head-on. With his quick thinking and determination, he used his head to break free from a jammed door, escaping the fiery wreckage. This incredible tale showcases not only Hemingway's resilience, but also a slice of the drama and danger he often faced, both in life and in his writing. Surviving two catastrophic events in such quick succession truly highlights the unpredictable nature of adventure, doesn't it? Here's a wild fact about gift-giving in Taiwan. In Taiwan, the tradition of gift-giving is not just a social nicety. It plays a crucial role in fostering connections and demonstrating respect during social interactions. When you receive an invitation to someone's home, arriving empty-handed is simply not an option. Guests often bring thoughtful gifts such as beautifully packaged teas, locally sourced fruits, or a selection of delectable candies, all carefully chosen to reflect both the host's hospitality and the guest's appreciation. This practice transcends the physical items exchanged. It embodies the bonds of friendship and family, reinforcing a culture rich in gratitude and respect. The act of giving a gift is a wonderful way to deepen relationships, whether during festive celebrations or simple get-togethers. Moreover, this custom serves as an opportunity to share aspects of your own culture while delighting your host with unique local flavors. So if you're planning a visit to Taiwan, remember to pack a small token of your appreciation. It's more than just a gift. It's a bridge to meaningful connections. Why exactly does each person smell different? It turns out each person has a unique scent, much like a fingerprint. This fascinating fact means that no two people smell alike, except for identical twins who may share a similar aroma. Our individual scent profiles are influenced by many factors, including genetics, diet, hygiene, and even the environment we live in. This is why dogs, with their incredible sense of smell, can easily recognize their owners through scent alone. A dog's nose is far more powerful than ours, with up to 300 million scent receptors compared to our 5 million. So when your dog greets you, it's not just seeing your face, it's also identifying your unique scent, making the bond between you even stronger. Isn't it amazing how our bodies create such distinct fragrances that even our furry friends can recognize us by smell alone? Here's a wild fact about potholes. The term pothole is actually a bit of a language mishap, originating from Middle English. Back in the day, the word pot meant pit. So when we say pothole, we are essentially saying hole. This means every time we complain about these annoying road craters, we're using a phrase that's a little redundant. Can you imagine the confusion if other words were similarly structured? Thankfully, potholes aren't just phrases. They affect our daily lives. They form when water seeps into cracks in the asphalt, then freezes and expands during cold weather, creating depressions when it thaws. The irony of the term highlights how our language evolves, yet remains grounded in its roots, leaving us with quirky expressions to ponder every time we hit a bumpy road. Imagine a robot that fuels your car for you. This innovative gas-powered robot is revolutionizing the way we refuel vehicles. With this new technology, drivers can stay comfortably inside their cars while the robot takes care of the rest. Picture this. No more braving rain or cold weather at the gas station. All you have to do is open your gas cap, and the robot's hose will attach itself to your vehicle. Designed for efficiency, this friendly machine senses the fuel level and fills your tank without you lifting a finger. It's like having a personal assistant for your car. Not only does this advance convenience, but it also improves safety by minimizing the need for people to wander around busy fueling stations. As technology continues to evolve, innovations like these show how robots can enhance our daily lives in practical ways. Could we see more robots taking over routine tasks in the future? With advancements in automation, the possibilities are endless. Hard to believe, but students faced bizarre bathroom rules. In 2012, a California high school student experienced a shocking situation that no one could have imagined. A teacher misunderstood the school's bathroom policy and mistakenly believed that students weren't allowed to take restroom breaks. As a result, the student was told to urinate in a bucket in a supply room closet instead of using the bathroom like everyone else. This humiliating experience sparked outrage and raised questions about students' rights. Fast forward to 2017, and a court finally ruled in the student's favor, concluding that the school district had violated his rights. The judge ordered the district to pay a staggering $125 million in compensation. This case not only highlights the importance of clear communication in schools, but also emphasizes the need for teachers to treat all students with respect and dignity. Did you know deceased women can give birth posthumously? This fascinating yet rare phenomenon occurs when a pregnant woman passes away, but is still able to deliver her baby after her death. In some instances, doctors have reported successful births even days or weeks after the mother's passing, thanks to the presence of life support techniques that maintain the mother's body functions. Such cases challenge our understanding of what it means to be alive and raise ethical questions about preserving the mother's body in hopes of saving her unborn child. For example, in 2019, a woman in the US was declared dead but was maintained on life support, giving her baby a chance to survive. While these events are exceptional, they highlight the depths of human resilience and the complex relationship between life and death. This extraordinary process prompts discussions about medical ethics, grief, and the bond between a mother and her child. What implications does this have for our understanding of life, love, and loss? Prepare to be amazed by rare $100,000 bills. In the 1940s, the U.S. created an extraordinary currency, the $100,000 bill featuring a portrait of Woodrow Wilson. These bills weren't meant for everyday purchases. Instead, they were primarily used in transactions between banks to transfer large sums of money quickly and securely. Imagine walking into a store with a bill that's worth more than a car. Surprisingly, these high-denomination notes never entered general circulation, which is why they are so rare today. Only a few of these bills are known to exist, making them extremely valuable collectibles. The last printed $100,000 bill was officially taken out of circulation in 1969, as the U.S. government decided to phase out large denominations, focusing instead on smaller, more practical bills for the public. Today, if you stumbled upon one, you'd likely be looking at something worth a fortune. Isn't it fascinating how a piece of paper can represent such a large amount of wealth without ever being used in daily life? Hard to believe, but Aztec warriors wielded macuahuitls. This impressive weapon was made from obsidian, a volcanic glass known for its sharpness. Spanish conquistadors marveled at the macuahuitl's design when they encountered it during their conquests in the 16th century. With its wooden frame and razor-sharp obsidian blades embedded along the edges, this weapon could slice through flesh, causing devastating injuries to enemy soldiers. Unlike typical swords of the time, macuahuitls were designed to deliver brutal slashes, showcasing the Aztecs' mastery of materials and weaponry. Warriors would use these weapons in tandem with their agility and strategy, making them formidable opponents in battle. The effectiveness of the macuahuitl not only highlights the ingenuity of the Aztecs, but also marks a significant chapter in the history of warfare. How did such extraordinary craftsmanship influence battles throughout history? Did you know broken glass can hide from infrared cameras? This fascinating material has developed unique adaptations that help it avoid detection by various sensing technologies. Researchers found that certain types of broken glass can reflect and absorb infrared radiation in unusual ways. This interaction could be linked to the glass's composition and surface structure, making it less visible to infrared systems commonly used for surveillance or environmental monitoring. The ability of broken glass to evade these cameras raises intriguing questions about its role in both biological environments and human-made settings. Understanding how this works might inspire advancements in technology, particularly in improving camera systems or even creating new materials that can adapt and respond to their environment. So next time you see broken glass, remember it might be more than just a shard on the ground. Is it really true that Hanoi's food is legendary? Hanoi, the bustling capital of Vietnam, is renowned for its vibrant street food culture, and nothing captures this culinary magic quite like pho. This delicious rice noodle soup, typically featuring tender beef or succulent chicken, is a staple dish enjoyed by locals and visitors alike. Pho stands out not just for its comforting flavors, but also for the unique experience of slurping it on the streets amidst the hustle and bustle of the city. Each bowl is a symphony of fresh herbs, spices, and seasonings like basil, lime, and chili pepper, which elevate the dish to delightful new heights. Street vendors prepare pho with passion, often serving it from morning till late at night, allowing people to enjoy this flavorful meal any time of day. As you wander through the vibrant streets filled with the aroma of simmering broth, you can't help but be drawn to the warm atmosphere of shared meals and lively conversations. So if you're seeking to dive into a world of tastes and textures, Hanoi's pho promises to be an unforgettable experience. Have you ever wondered why blood falls are red? At the breathtaking Taylor Island in Antarctica sits a mesmerizing natural wonder known as the Blood Falls. Unlike typical waterfalls that cascade clear and blue, this striking waterfall flows a haunting shade of deep red, stirring curiosity and amazement among visitors. The blood-like hue stems from iron-rich water seeping from beneath the glacier. As this saline and acidic water rises to the surface, it encounters the atmosphere, prompting a chemical reaction known as oxidation. This reaction transforms the iron into rust, giving the water its vivid crimson color. The blood falls showcase the extraordinary geological processes that occur in one of Earth's harshest environments. Despite its unsettling appearance, this phenomenon reflects the resilience of life as microorganisms thrive in the extreme conditions underneath the glacier. These organisms play a vital role in the ecosystem, demonstrating that life can adapt even in the most unwelcoming habitats. The enchanting spectacle of blood falls not only captivates the imagination, but also serves as a stunning reminder of our planet's remarkable diversity. What other natural wonders await discovery? Ever thought about why a giraffe's tongue is sunproof? This fascinating adaptation serves multiple purposes that help giraffes thrive in their sun-soaked savanna habitat. Their tongues can reach lengths of up to 50 centimeters, making them quite the tool for foraging. But it's not just about length. The purplish-black color of a giraffe's tongue is what truly sets it apart. This unique pigmentation acts as a natural sunscreen, protecting the sensitive tissue from harmful UV rays as they spend hours plucking leaves from high branches. The bristle-like papillae covering their tongues enhance grip, allowing giraffes to deftly navigate thorny acacia trees while stripping leaves with ease, all without suffering cuts or scratches. Interestingly, their saliva is naturally antibacterial, which aids in healing and prevents infections when grazers encounter thorns. A giraffe's tongue even serves social functions, helping with grooming and nurturing young calves. So next time you see a giraffe, remember its extraordinary tongue is an essential survival tool, perfectly designed for a life in the wild. What if animals could be allergic too? It's surprising but true. Animals can experience allergic reactions just like humans do. For instance, our furry friends might react to allergens found in human skin cells. This means that when we shed skin flakes, it doesn't just disappear into the air. It can actually affect pets and other animals living with us. The variety of reactions can include itching, sneezing, and even skin irritations. Different species, from dogs and cats to birds and rabbits, might show sensitivity to different triggers in their environment. Allergies in animals can often go unnoticed, as they might not display typical symptoms we often associate with allergies. However, just like humans seek relief from their allergies, animals too deserve attention and care. Understanding that allergies are not just a human problem can help pet owners create a more comfortable living space for their beloved animals. So the next time you notice your pet scratching or sneezing more than usual, consider that they too might be facing some allergy challenges. Did you know Tokelau uses the New Zealand dollar? Nestled in the South Pacific, Tokelau is a unique territory that stands out for a curious reason. It has no official currency of its own. Instead, the island relies entirely on the New Zealand dollar for its transactions. This situation might seem surprising, but it actually highlights Tokelau's ties to New Zealand, reflecting the close relationship between the two. While many countries develop their own currencies to symbolize independence or national identity, Tokelau's economy is closely linked to New Zealand's. This means residents can easily access and use New Zealand dollars for everyday purchases, but they miss out on having their own coins or bills that represent their island culture. Despite this, Tokelau remains a stunning destination, known for its natural beauty and rich history. Whether you're buying a coconut or a souvenir, you'll be using that iconic New Zealand dollar. Isn't it fascinating how currency can connect places in unexpected ways? What if I told you Singapore is incredibly crowded? The tiny island nation of Singapore, with a population of about 5.9 million as of 2024, holds the remarkable title of having the second highest population density in the world, just after Monaco. This astonishing fact is largely due to its limited land area, which spans only about 728 square kilometers. Thankfully, the efficient use of space has allowed for the creation of towering skyscrapers, lush parks, and vibrant neighborhoods, all contributing to the island's unique character. Singapore's multicultural community consists primarily of Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Eurasian groups residing together in harmony. This rich tapestry of cultures not only enriches the social fabric, but also influences its cuisine, festivals, and daily activities, making Singapore a true melting pot of traditions. To facilitate communication in such a diverse society, the nation has established 4 official languages: English, Mandarin, Malay, and Tamil. English serves as a common tongue, bridging communication gaps and fostering unity among various ethnic groups. This combination of high population density, cultural diversity, and effective communication makes Singapore a fascinating study in urban living. Why exactly does Adidas use 4DFWD 3D technology? The innovative 4DFWD 3D sneakers from Adidas are transforming the world of athletic footwear. These unique sneakers are created using a remarkable process called carbon digital light synthesis. This cutting-edge technology allows Adidas to print the shoe's midsole, resulting in an exceptional combination of flexibility and support. The design is not just about looks, it's engineered to provide a smooth forward motion with every step you take. This means athletes can experience enhanced comfort and performance. With the 4DFWD 3D, Adidas is not only focusing on functionality, but also embracing environmental consciousness by using sustainable materials. This perfect blend of innovation and responsibility makes these sneakers a popular choice among athletes and fitness enthusiasts alike. Are you ready to step into the future of footwear? Guess what really drives your awake brain cycles? It turns out that the same brain activity that occurs during our deep sleep also pops up while we're wide awake, just in smaller bursts. This fascinating discovery shows that our brains never really switch off completely. Instead, different regions take breaks, entering a state of rest even while we perform daily tasks. These cycles are crucial for processing information, consolidating memories, and maintaining our mental health. Think of it like your brain taking little power naps throughout the day to recharge. This resting state is essential for optimal functioning, enabling us to think clearly and stay focused. So the next time you feel your mind drifting while studying or working, remember, it's just your brain taking a quick time out. Isn't it incredible how our brains work even when we think they're fully active? Guess what really drives Giethoorn's charm? Giethoorn, a stunning village in the Netherlands, offers a unique way to explore its picturesque surroundings. With no cars allowed, visitors can glide through its enchanting canals by boat or kayak, taking in the serene beauty of old thatched roof houses and lush greenery. Want a little more adventure? You can also hop on a bicycle to ride through tranquil bike paths that meander beside the water. This car-free approach not only keeps the village quiet, but also connects you with nature. As you paddling down the crystal-clear waters or cycling along the scenic routes, you'll feel like you've stepped into a fairy tale. Whether you're marveling at the reflection of the trees in the water or spotting the local wildlife, Geethorn's charm will surely leave a lasting impression. Why not plan your visit to explore this captivating place? Believe it or not, earthquakes are more powerful than you think. The Richter scale, developed by Charles F. Richter in 1935, measures the magnitude of earthquakes and uses a logarithmic scale to determine their strength. This means that each whole number increase on the scale represents a tenfold increase in amplitude. For instance, a 6.0 earthquake is 10 times more powerful than a 5.0 earthquake. But it doesn't stop there. Every step up the scale not only increases amplitude, but also causes roughly 31.6 times more energy to be released. So if the ground shakes with a magnitude of 8.0, brace yourself. That's about 31.6 times stronger than a 7.0 quake. Understanding this scale helps scientists and emergency responders assess potential damage and prepare for future earthquakes, making it an essential tool in seismology. Are you ready to feel the earth move? Can you believe Ted Danson's childhood billboard protest? At just 11 years old, actor Ted Danson and his friends took a bold stand against billboards in Flagstaff, Arizona. Frustrated by how the billboards blocked beautiful views of nature, they decided to take action. In a daring move, they chopped down several billboards, thinking they could reclaim the landscape for everyone to enjoy. However, their plan hit a snag when Danson's father, who worked as a curator at the Museum of Northern Arizona, realized something was off. He noticed that all the billboards, except the one for the museum, had been targeted. This humorous yet educational story not only highlights Danson's early passion for nature and the environment, but also raises questions about how we value our natural landscapes. It's a reminder of how even kids can make a difference, even if their methods are a bit unconventional. Who knows where that early activism might have led him in his later career as an environmental advocate. Here's something incredible about herringfish. These remarkable creatures communicate underwater in a way that might surprise you. They use gas to produce sounds through tiny bursts of flatulence. That's right. When herrings swim, they release bubbles, creating a sort of underwater chatter. This unique form of communication allows them to convey important information to each other. Marine biologists have discovered that these sounds can serve various purposes, like signaling danger or attracting mates. It's truly a fascinating aspect of marine biology, highlighting how species adapt to their environments in creative ways. Imagine swimming in the ocean and having these fish around you, quietly talking with their bubbles. It just goes to show that the ocean is full of secrets and surprises, making us appreciate the wonders of nature even more. Here's a wild fact about Louis XIV's elephant. In 1668, the King of Portugal gifted Louis XIV of France with a remarkable present, an African elephant named Solomon. This gentle giant made quite an impression as it became the only documented African elephant in Europe for nearly 400 years, from 1483 to 1862. Imagine walking through the lavish gardens of Versailles and encountering an elephant roaming among the fountains and manicured hedges. The elephant was not just a pet, but also a symbol of Louis XIV's wealth and power. People from far and wide came to witness Solomon, marveling at its size and exotic nature. The spectacle of an elephant walking through the grounds of one of the grandest palaces in the world was truly a sight to behold, blending the natural world with the grandeur of French royalty. What must it have been like to see such a formidable creature in a place like Versailles? Hard to believe, but Honda changed IndyCar history. In 2006, Honda made a bold move by becoming the sole supplier of engines for the IndyCar series. This decision marked a groundbreaking milestone in the world of racing, as it was the first time ever in the long history of the Indianapolis 500 that the race was run without a single engine problem. Imagine the excitement among fans and teams as powerful, reliable Honda engines roared around the iconic track without a hitch. This shift not only showcased Honda's commitment to performance and engineering excellence, but also sparked competition among teams, pushing them to innovate and improve their strategies on the track. The 2006 Indianapolis 500 will forever be remembered as a remarkable event, proving that advancements in technology can lead to thrilling and smooth races, leaving everyone wondering what wonders the future of racing holds. Meet the giant of the skies, the wandering albatross. This magnificent bird boasts the largest wingspan of any living bird, stretching an incredible 12 feet from tip to tip. Imagine a creature soaring effortlessly above the ocean, gliding on the wind for hours without flapping its wings. The wandering albatross is found primarily in the Southern Ocean, where it expertly navigates the vast expanse while searching for food like squid and fish. These remarkable birds can travel thousands of miles, showcasing their incredible endurance and skill in flight. Their long wings are perfectly adapted for dynamic soaring, allowing them to cover large distances with minimal energy expenditure. This means they can stay out at sea for weeks while breeding and resting on remote islands. Sadly, human activities like fishing and habitat destruction threaten their populations. By understanding and preserving their natural habitats, we can help ensure that these spectacular birds continue to thrive in our skies. How amazing is it to think about their endless journey across the ocean? Did you know South Dakota has twin bed rules? This unique law requires hotels to provide twin beds with at least 2 feet of space between them. It's designed to enhance guest comfort and safety, making sure there's enough room for easy movement. Imagine checking into a hotel room only to find that you can't push the beds together for a cozy evening. This regulation may seem strange to some, but it aims to create a safer environment for guests. By maintaining that space, the law helps prevent accidents, especially in emergencies. Also, it encourages hotels to think creatively about room design, ensuring they respect this fascinating guideline. Whether traveling for business or pleasure, this little-known rule adds an unexpected twist to your hotel experience. So next time you're in South Dakota, remember this quirky feature that sets hotel stays apart. How do you feel about such rules? Prepare to be amazed by horse-drawn fire engines. In the days before modern fire trucks, fire brigades relied on horse-drawn engines to answer emergency calls. These impressive vehicles had horses stabled on the ground floor, and to access upper floors, both horses and firefighters needed to navigate staircases. Interestingly, horses adapted surprisingly well to walking up straight staircases, which led architects to design spiral staircases specifically to ease their ascent. This innovation not only helped the horses reach the upper levels of buildings, but also made it easier for firefighters to transport equipment quickly. Imagine the scene: courageous firefighters racing up spiraling stairs with the horses in tow, highlighting how urban design evolved in response to the needs of both animals and people. The clever melding of function and design showcases a fascinating part of firefighting history, proof that necessity truly is the mother of invention. Believe it or not, love may be just chemistry. Scientists have uncovered fascinating ties between love and brain chemistry, raising intriguing questions about whether love is a true feeling or just a clever biochemical trick. When we fall in love, our brains release a cocktail of chemicals, including dopamine and oxytocin. These substances are similar to what's released when someone takes certain drugs, creating sensations of happiness, energy, and even suppressed hunger and sleep. This connection hints that what we call love could be largely influenced by how our bodies respond chemically to someone special. So the next time you feel those butterflies, remember that it's not just romance at play. It might be a powerful mix of brain activity and natural chemicals. Does that make love feel less magical or even more intriguing? What if I told you reactance drives our rebellious side? This intriguing psychological phenomenon suggests that when people feel their freedoms are being limited, they often push back by breaking rules or resisting authority. Imagine being told you can't eat dessert before dinner. This restriction might make you want that chocolate cake even more. Reactance occurs because individuals value their autonomy and dislike feeling controlled. It can explain behaviors like teens sneaking out despite strict curfews or employees opting to ignore new policies at work. The urge to reclaim our freedoms can be so powerful that it leads us to make choices that might not align with our best interests. Reactance is more than just a rebellious spirit. It's a natural response to perceived threats to our independence. Understanding this can help us navigate interactions with others more effectively. So next time you feel compelled to break a rule, ask yourself, are you experiencing reactance? Is it really true that Amsterdam bikes power the city? In Amsterdam, bicycles aren't just a fun way to get around. They're also a powerful source of energy. On average, citizens pedal an astonishing 240,000 miles each day. This impressive cycling generates around 19.5 million watts of electricity every hour. Just think about this. A single bicycle rack that holds 30 bikes can produce enough energy to light an entire street. That means by keeping those bikes rolling, Amsterdam not only lights up neighborhoods but also plays a crucial role in fighting climate change. By using bicycles, the city prevents the emission of roughly 1,355 pounds of CO2 each year. It's like erasing the carbon footprint from driving cars. The city's commitment to cycling and sustainable energy showcases how simple choices can lead to big impacts. So next time you see those friendly cyclists zipping through the streets, remember they are helping to power and protect their city at the same time. Isn't that an inspiring way to travel? Guess what really drives U.S. spending in 1964? In 1964, the U.S. faced staggering costs that amounted to over $3.7 billion annually. This era marked a time of significant economic change and upheaval. Citizens were grappling with the aftermath of World War II and the growing influence of consumer culture, leading to increased demand for goods and services. The rise in costs can be attributed to various factors, including the expansion of infrastructure, increased healthcare expenses, and the booming automotive industry. Additionally, with more households owning televisions and other modern conveniences, consumer spending surged. It was a pivotal period in American history as families began embracing a lifestyle that emphasized convenience and luxury, all of which contributed to this eye-popping financial figure. What did all this spending mean for the average American family? Did you know about Anthony Hopkins' unique 1987 revelation? In that year, it was uncovered that the acclaimed actor Anthony Hopkins notably did not hold a full-time job in 1901. Instead, he dedicated this time to honing his acting skills, a decision that would set the stage for his extraordinary career. While most people pursue stable careers, Hopkins took a different path by immersing himself in the world of performance. This dedication to his craft allowed him to develop a deep understanding of characters and storytelling, elements that would later shine in his iconic roles. Imagine a young Hopkins passionately studying and practicing without the distractions of a 9-to-5 job. His commitment paid off as he became one of the most celebrated actors of his generation. His journey shows that sometimes stepping off the traditional career path can lead to incredible achievements. Ever thought about why antibiotics work differently? Antibiotics are fascinating little drugs that don't just go on a killing spree against bacteria. Instead, they prevent these microbes from multiplying. This unique approach means that the bacteria are still technically alive, but they can't reproduce. Imagine trying to hold a group of tiny, pesky rabbits in a pen. They're still hopping around, but if they can't breed, the population won't grow. This method allows the body's immune system to step in and clean up the mess. By controlling the spread rather than destroying all bacteria outright, antibiotics give our bodies a fighting chance. However, this also means that if misused, bacteria can adapt and develop resistance, making them harder to treat. So while antibiotics are a powerful tool in our medical arsenal, how we use them matters greatly. Did you know about knocker-uppers in Britain? During the bustling 18th and 19th centuries, while the Industrial Revolution was transforming lives, a unique job emerged, the knocker-upper. These early alarm clocks were real people, hired by workers to make sure they didn't miss their shifts. Instead of smartphones, they armed themselves with long sticks, pea shooters, or small hammers, tapping gently on windows to rouse sleepy clients. Can you imagine the sound of a soft tap echoing through the streets? Some knocker-uppers charged a weekly fee, while others earned tips based on how reliable they were. Their work required not just punctuality, but also an understanding of their neighbors and the need to be quiet to avoid waking everyone else. This fascinating role reflects a time when community and personal service were vital to the daily grind of industrial life. What other unusual jobs do you think existed back then? Meet Zada, the world's shortest man at 25.7 inches. This incredible man, measuring just 25.7 inches tall, holds the title for the shortest man in the world. Zada lives in Turkey and has officially been recognized by Guinness World Records for his unique stature. Despite his small size, he possesses a giant personality and an inspiring zest for life. Zada's journey has not only captured the hearts of many, but has also sparked conversations about height and human diversity. He often shares his experiences and dreams, proving that one's height does not determine their capabilities or potential. People from all around the globe admire him, and his story encourages others to embrace their uniqueness. Interestingly, this title changed hands multiple times, showcasing how measurement records can shift with new entries. Zada's existence reminds us that in the world of records, being different is something to celebrate. How does someone so small manage to break barriers and inspire so many? Is Tristan da Cunha the most remote island on Earth? This unique island, owned by the UK, lies in the far South Atlantic, a staggering 1,491 miles away from its nearest neighbor, St. Helena. Known for its isolation, Tristan da Cunha is one of the most remote inhabited islands and houses a small, tight-knit community of fewer than 300 residents. Life on the island is truly different. With no regular air service or modern conveniences, visitors must arrive by boat, which can take days. The locals, known as Tristanians, are resilient and resourceful, relying on fishing and farming to sustain themselves. They share a rich culture influenced by their unique location, and despite the challenges, they enjoy a strong sense of community. The island's rugged beauty, with its dramatic cliffs and abundant wildlife, attracts a few adventurous travelers each year. Imagine living in a place where the nearest grocery store is over 1,000 miles away. Isn't it fascinating how such a small community thrives in such an isolated part of the world? What if I told you France tops travel charts? With stunning sights like the Eiffel Tower and the beautiful beaches of the French Riviera, France attracts millions of visitors each year, making it the most popular travel destination in Europe. This enchanting country offers a unique mix of art, culture, and cuisine that captivates tourists from around the globe. Following closely behind is Spain, known for its vibrant festivals, historical landmarks, and delicious tapas. These two countries highlight Europe's charm, showcasing why it remains a go-to hotspot for travelers. From the romantic streets of Paris to the lively squares of Barcelona, there's an adventure waiting around every corner. Whether you dream of exploring majestic castles or lounging on sunny beaches, Europe provides experiences that can delight anyone. How do you plan to explore this breathtaking continent? Have you heard about Korea's unique body odor gene? This intriguing genetic trait can be found among many Koreans, who often lack the gene responsible for causing body odor. This isn't just a quirky coincidence. It sheds light on how our biology shapes even the smallest aspects of our lives, like how we sweat. Scientists believe that this absence of the body odor gene has developed over time, influenced by both environmental factors and diet. Traditional Korean cuisine, rich in fermented foods, may also play a role in how individuals metabolize sweat. Interestingly, this trait raises questions about how genetic variations can lead to different experiences and perceptions surrounding smell. While some people might find this trait quite convenient, it also illustrates the vast diversity of human genetics. Understanding such differences not only helps us appreciate our unique biological backgrounds, but also highlights the importance of genetic research in revealing the stories behind these traits. Could your own genetics be influencing how you smell? Can you believe Rihanna's stunning billion-dollar empire? In 2021, Forbes crowned Rihanna as the richest music artist in the world, boasting an incredible fortune of over $1.7 billion. Her wealth didn't just stem from her chart-topping hits, but also from her remarkable ventures outside of music. A substantial part comes from her widely acclaimed makeup line, Fenty Beauty, which revolutionized the beauty industry with its inclusive range of products for all skin tones. Rihanna further expanded her empire with Savage X Fenty, a lingerie brand that celebrates body diversity and empowers women. These successful brands not only generate impressive profits, but they also reflect Rihanna's savvy business acumen and her commitment to redefining beauty standards. Her journey from a music icon to a billionaire entrepreneur is truly inspiring, proving that creativity in any field can lead to phenomenal success. You might be shocked to learn that Plato had a different name. Born as Aristocles, this iconic philosopher is often known for his groundbreaking ideas in Western philosophy. The name Plato actually reflects his strong physical presence, derived from the Greek word platos, meaning broad. Picture young Aristocles, not just the thinker we revere today, but a robust individual whose wrestling nickname hinted at his physicality. Interestingly, Plato's strong frame contrasts with the intellectual pursuits he dedicated his life to, reminding us that many great scholars had unexpected beginnings. His dialogues, where he explores justice, beauty, and equality, showcase his profound insights, but also reflect a man who was once recognized for his brawn. Isn't it fascinating how a simple nickname can add depth to our understanding of such an influential figure? Believe it or not, animals sense death better than we do. Many people are amazed by stories of pets, such as cats and dogs, who seemingly have an uncanny ability to sense when someone is close to death. A remarkable example is Oscar the cat, known for his comforting presence in a nursing home. This feline would curl up next to patients who were nearing the end of their lives, often predicting their passing within just hours. Oscar's intuitive behavior not only highlights the strong bond between pets and humans, but also suggests that some animals might pick up on subtle changes in the environment or the emotions of those around them. Whether it's through body language or changes in scent, these furry companions are often there, offering comfort and companionship during difficult times. So, what exactly is going on in the minds of our pets when they act this way? Guess what really drives a king's journey? Edward the Foreigner is often remembered for his reign, but his adventures before becoming king are fascinating. After returning to England in 1272, Edward chose to put off his coronation for nearly 2 years. Instead of donning the crown right away, he embarked on a remarkable trip through Italy and France. His travels were not just for sightseeing, they were strategic. Edward met with various leaders, forged alliances, and absorbed new ideas about governance and warfare. This time spent abroad helped him gather knowledge and connections that would prove vital for his rule upon returning to England in 1274. Why did he delay the throne? This decision reflected his desire to be a well-informed leader, ready to tackle the challenges of kingship with fresh insights. So what can we learn from Edward's choices about leadership and preparation? You might be shocked to learn that Maura Murray vanished. In 2004, this college student from Massachusetts faced a seemingly routine car accident in New Hampshire that took a puzzling turn. After her vehicle hit a snowbank, police and witnesses quickly arrived at the scene. However, despite these people being right there, Maura mysteriously disappeared without a single clue. This strange vanishing act sparked a whirlwind of theories, ranging from abduction to voluntary disappearance. Her case has intrigued true crime enthusiasts and investigators alike for years. People have speculated about her motivations. Did she want to escape life pressures, or was there something more sinister at play? Every lead has been followed, and countless volunteers have searched the areas around the accident site. Yet nearly 2 decades later, Maura's fate remains a haunting mystery, captivating those who hear her story. What really happened to her that fateful night? Discover the unique car-free life on Prince Edward Island. Since 1908, this charming Canadian island has embraced a car ban thanks to residents who desired a quieter, more peaceful environment. Imagine a place where the clatter of hooves on cobblestone streets and the gentle whir of bicycle wheels replace the roar of engines. This regulation creates a nostalgic atmosphere, recalling simpler, slower-paced times. As you explore the island, you can enjoy leisurely bike rides or horse-drawn carriage tours, immersing yourself in natural beauty and local culture. The absence of cars not only preserves the serene landscapes, but also fosters a close-knit community where neighbors greet each other as they stroll or ride past. Visiting Prince Edward Island feels like stepping into a bygone era, allowing you to reconnect with nature and appreciate a quieter way of life. Wouldn't you love to experience this tranquil island life? Can you imagine losing 10 days in 1882? In that year, several countries using the Julian calendar, including Britain and Russia, decided to adjust their calendars to align more closely with the solar year. This change was essential because the Julian calendar was gradually drifting out of sync with the seasons, causing confusion for farmers and communities reliant on accurate seasonal timing. To remedy this, these countries jumped forward by 10 days in their calendars. For instance, September 2nd, 1882 was followed by September 14, 1882. This adjustment marked a significant move toward adopting the Gregorian calendar, which is the one most of the world uses today. The transition puzzled many as people missed out on entire days, but it ultimately helped align timekeeping with the Earth's movements around the sun. Isn't it interesting how something as simple as a calendar can have such a huge impact on daily life? Prepare to be amazed by spider venom facts. The venom of the Australian funnel-web spider is some of the most powerful in the world, particularly dangerous to primates, including humans. This eerie spider can inject venom that affects the nervous system, causing severe reactions ranging from pain to potential fatality. What's fascinating, though, is that this same venom is mostly harmless to many other animals, including birds and reptiles. It seems that the spider has evolved its venom to specifically target creatures that pose a threat or can be potential prey. Researchers have been studying this unique aspect to understand why some animals are more resistant to the venom than others. This venomous little creature highlights how nature can develop specialized tools for survival, and it raises questions about how we might use this knowledge in medicine. Could funnel-web spider venom lead to new treatments for human ailments in the future? What if I told you lobsters communicate with urine? These fascinating creatures boast unique vesicles located right behind their eyes. These vesicles contain special fluids that lobsters use in their social interactions. When it's time to establish territory or attract a mate, lobsters spray urine from these vesicles to send signals to one another. The chemical composition of the urine conveys important information, letting other lobsters know about their readiness to mate or that a certain area is claimed. This method of communication might seem strange to us, but in the underwater world, it works like a charm. By releasing specific chemicals, lobsters can effectively broadcast messages over distances, ensuring their social needs are met. So, next time you think about lobsters, remember it's not just about the tasty meat. They have complex social lives too. Who knew these crustaceans had such intriguing ways of connecting? Why exactly does Merida cable car soar so high? This sensational ride in Venezuela proudly holds the title of the world's highest cable car, ascending to a jaw-dropping 1,733 feet above sea level. Stretching about 7.7 miles, the Merida cable car takes you on a remarkable journey through the breathtaking Andes Mountains. As you glide through the air, you'll be treated to stunning panoramic views of lush valleys, steep cliffs, and vibrant greenery. A visual feast that feels like something out of a movie. Built to connect the city of Merida to the Pico Espejo, this cable car isn't just about the thrill. It plays a significant role in tourism, adventure, and access to nature. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, once you reach the top, you'll find a wealth of activities waiting for you, like hiking and exploring. So, whether you're looking for an adrenaline rush or simply want to gaze at the beauty of the Andes, the Merida cable car promises an unforgettable experience that leaves you questioning how something so magnificent could exist. Prepare to be amazed by the pratfall effect. This fascinating psychological phenomenon reveals that people often find those who make small mistakes, like spilling coffee or tripping, more attractive and likable. It turns out that a little imperfection can make someone seem more relatable and genuine. In fact, studies have shown that highly competent individuals, when they occasionally fumble, become even more endearing to others. This explains why famous celebrities who humorously acknowledge their blunders often enjoy a bigger fan base. It seems that showing vulnerability helps us connect on a personal level. In a world that sometimes feels polished and perfect, the pratfall effect reminds us that it's our flaws that often bring us together. So next time you make a mistake, don't sweat it. It could make you more charming in the eyes of others. Can you imagine that your brain can reshape itself? Neuroplasticity is the remarkable ability of the brain to reorganize and form new neural connections throughout your life. This adaptability plays a crucial role, especially when individuals suffer from brain injuries. For instance, if someone loses the ability to speak due to a stroke, other areas of the brain can step in to help regain communication skills. It's like having a backup system ready to support you when needed. Studies on neuroplasticity show that our brains are not static. They change in response to learning, experiences, and recovery from trauma. Engaging in activities like puzzles, learning a new language, or even meditation can promote these changes. So the next time you challenge your brain, remember that you are actively contributing to its ongoing transformation and resilience. Isn't it incredible how our brains work to adapt and heal? This might surprise you, the Sodder family tragedy. On Christmas Eve in 1945, a devastating fire tore through the Sodder family home in West Virginia, forever changing their lives. While the parents and 4 of their children managed to escape the flames, 5 of the children mysteriously went missing amidst the chaos. The fire left nothing but ashes, and despite extensive searches, no trace of the missing children was ever discovered. Over the years, the devastated family reported receiving strange clues like letters and a photograph that eerily resembled one of the lost boys. These mysterious hints only deepened the sorrow and confusion surrounding their disappearance. Why did tragedy strike on such a joyous holiday? And where did the children go? The haunted memories of that Christmas Eve linger on, making it one of the most perplexing unsolved mysteries in history. Did you know about the hairy frogfish's disguise? This fascinating marine species is not only peculiar in its looks, but it's also a master of camouflage. The hairy frogfish is covered in soft, hair-like filaments that give it a striking appearance, resembling a tiny monster from the deep. These filaments allow the frogfish to blend seamlessly into its environment, whether it's a colorful coral reef or a patch of sponges. This skillful disguise helps the hairy frogfish evade predators and stay hidden from its own prey, making it a seasoned ambush hunter. When it spots a meal nearby, it can quickly pounce on smaller fish or crustaceans. Unlike many other fish, the hairy frogfish uses its pectoral fins to walk along the ocean floor, which adds to its unique charm. Living in warm tropical waters, this fish can be found across the globe, showcasing just how incredible marine life can be. So next time you're exploring the ocean, keep an eye out for this remarkable creature. Who knows what other hidden wonders await? Did you know UY Scuti could swallow our solar system? This colossal star is famous for being the largest known star in the universe, and its immense size is truly mind-boggling. If UY Scuti were placed in our solar system, it would stretch out far enough to engulf Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and even Jupiter. Imagine that. Our home planet would be hidden within the giant glowing mass of UY Scuti, lost in its brilliance. To give you an idea of its size, UY Scuti has a radius over 100 times that of the Sun, meaning it's about 7 billion kilometers wide. This staggering measurement means that light from UY Scuti takes a whopping 7 hours to travel from one side to the other. Stars like UY Scuti are not just fascinating for their size, they also help astronomers understand the life cycles of stars. These colossal giants burn through their fuel quickly before exploding as supernovae, leaving behind beautiful nebulae. Isn't it incredible to think about the vastness of our universe and how tiny we really are? Explore Munich's amazing journey from monks to metropolis. Munich, Germany, wasn't always the thriving city it is today. It began as a small settlement created by monks in the early Middle Ages, specifically around the year 1158. These monks set up a simple community near the banks of the Isar River, which, thanks to its strategic location and fertile land, attracted more people over the years. As trade routes expanded and the region flourished, Munich transformed dramatically. By the late 19th century, it became one of Germany's major urban centers, with a population surpassing 1 million. This growth showcases how communities evolve over time in response to various factors, such as economic opportunities and cultural exchanges. Today, Munich is famed for its rich history, stunning architecture, and vibrant cultural scene, including Oktoberfest, which attracts millions every year. The story of Munich serves as a perfect example of how a tiny settlement can blossom into a bustling metropolis, reflecting the dynamic nature of human development. Isn't it fascinating to see how a simple monk's community paved the way for such a lively city? Prepare to be amazed by the story of the Hunley. This remarkable vessel was the first military submarine and played a pivotal role in naval warfare. Launched in 1863, the Hunley was powered by a unique hand-crank system, requiring incredible teamwork from its crew of 8 brave men. Their main mission came in 1864, when they successfully sank the Union warship Housatonic, making a bold statement about the potential of submarines in combat. The Hunley helped to change the course of naval history, demonstrating how innovations could shift the balance during wartime. Unfortunately, it met a tragic fate soon after, as it sank on its return journey, taking its crew with it. This early submarine was not just an engineering marvel of its time, but it also paved the way for future submarines. The Hunley remains a critical piece of history, illustrating both the ingenuity and dangers of underwater warfare. Guess what really drives royal events behind the scenes? Queen Elizabeth II had a fascinating stand-in named Ella Slack, who played a crucial role in planning royal occasions. Sharing a similar height to the Queen, Slack expertly rehearsed processions and ceremonies, ensuring everything looked perfect in terms of lighting and timing. However, there was a quirky twist to her job. She was never allowed to actually sit on the throne. Instead, she practiced by hovering just above it, a testament to the unique nature of her duties. For over 30 years, Slack dedicated herself to this behind-the-scenes role, helping to fine-tune the Queen's public appearances so that every event went off without a hitch. Her commitment and skill made a significant impact on the royal family's engagements, proving that sometimes the most important contributions happen away from the spotlight. Who knew a stand-in could play such a key role in royal history? Did you know Cleopatra lived closer to McDonald's? This fascinating fact connects 2 seemingly unrelated landmarks in history. Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, ruled during the 1st century BC, which is about 2,000 years ago. The iconic pyramids of Giza, on the other hand, were completed around 2560 BC, nearly 2,500 years before her time. Fast forward to 1955, and the first McDonald's opened its doors in San Bernardino, California, marking the start of a global fast food phenomenon. This means Cleopatra was just about 2,000 years away from the first McDonald's, while she lived a full 2,500 years after the pyramids were built. It's incredible to think how ancient Egypt's last ruler and a modern fast food chain share such a surprising connection through time. This comparison truly highlights how much our world has changed over millennia and reminds us that history can be more interconnected than we realize. Isn't it surprising how timelines can overlap in such unexpected ways? Did you know Mount St. Helens is a glacier? This remarkable volcano, nestled in Washington state, is not just famous for its explosive eruption in 1980, it's also considered the youngest glacier in the world. Formed by a combination of volcanic activity and the subsequent freezing temperatures, the glacier on Mount St. Helens is in a constant state of change. Unlike older glaciers that have been around for thousands of years, this one is still actively shaping and reshaping the landscape. Since its last major eruption, the area around the volcano has seen new ice formations develop quickly, making it a geological marvel. As temperatures fluctuate and the environment shifts, scientists closely study how the glacier interacts with volcanic activity, learning more about the Earth's processes. The unique characteristics of this young glacier make it a fascinating subject for researchers and visitors alike. So if you're ever in Washington, sitting beneath the shadow of Mount St. Helens, remember that you're gazing at a spectacular example of nature's incredible power and ongoing evolution. Believe it or not, China has new humanoid robots. In 2024, the landscape of robotics took a giant leap forward with the introduction of humanoid female robots featuring synthetic skin and incredibly lifelike expressions. These remarkable creations are not just designed for show, they are meant to work alongside humans in various environments, from offices to homes. With their realistic features, they can engage in conversations and respond to emotions, making interactions feel more natural. Imagine having a robot colleague who understands your mood or a companion who can help with daily tasks. This technological innovation addresses labor shortages and enhances productivity while also pushing us to rethink our relationships with machines. As we embrace such futuristic companions, one question arises: how will these humanoid robots change our everyday lives in the near future? Let's uncover the truth about Laika the space dog. Laika was a brave Russian dog who became the first living creature to journey into space. On November 3, 1957, she was launched aboard Sputnik 2, marking a monumental moment in space exploration history. Laika was a mixed-breed dog, chosen for her calm demeanor and small size. Sadly, she did not survive the trip. The mission aimed to gather data on how living beings would cope with the harsh conditions of space, but it was a one-way trip for Laika. The technology and knowledge gained from this mission helped pave the way for future human spaceflights. Laika's journey was both groundbreaking and tragic, highlighting the sacrifices made in the name of science. Today, she is remembered as a pioneer of space travel, and her story serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by early astronauts. Although Laika's mission ended in tragedy, her legacy still inspires us to explore the cosmos. How do you feel about her courageous journey into the unknown? Get ready to learn about Comet's amazing tales. Have you ever gazed at a comet streaking across the night sky and wondered what makes its tail so special? Comets develop tails that are fascinating features in our solar system. These tails are always pointed away from the sun, no matter where the comet is heading. Imagine them as cosmic hair dryers, blowing dust and gas into a sparkling trail that can stretch for millions of miles. This happens because as a comet approaches the sun, the intense heat causes the icy nucleus to release gas and dust. This process, known as sublimation, creates a glowing halo around the comet and generates the iconic tail. The tail can be divided into two parts, the gas tail and the dust tail, each with its unique characteristics. The gas tail consists of ionized particles, often glowing in vibrant colors, while the dust tail is made of heavier particles, reflecting sunlight beautifully. So the next time you see a comet, just remember, its tail is playing a cosmic dance, shaped by the sun's powerful influence. Here's a wild fact about wet wipes. They were invented in the 1950s by Arthur Julius, who saw a need for a convenient cleaning product while traveling. Originally marketed to help travelers freshen up, wet wipes quickly became a household staple, loved for their lightweight packaging and ease of use. Nowadays, you can find them in homes, offices, and even diaper bags, as they're perfect for personal hygiene and quick cleanups. The versatility of wet wipes is astounding. They come in flavors and formulas tailored for everything from makeup removal to disinfecting surfaces. Arthur's simple idea has revolutionized the way we think about cleanliness and convenience. Who would have thought a small, moist cloth could make such a huge impact on our daily lives? With new brands and types emerging regularly, it's clear that wet wipes are here to stay. You won't believe what scientists did to Commander Powder. During a tense war period, a group of innovative scientists found their creative ideas for new weapons stifled by a Navy officer named Commander Powder. This commander didn't just disagree with their concepts, he actively blocked many of their proposals, making the scientists feel frustrated and powerless. Rather than letting their frustration simmer, they chose to respond with humor and cleverness. In a lighthearted jab at Commander Powder, they named a fictional military unit after him, turning their grievance into a funny story that helped ease the tension. This playful act not only lifted their spirits, but also highlighted their determination to keep pushing boundaries in the face of obstacles. The scientists' creativity shone through, showing that laughter can be a powerful tool, even in the most serious situations. Who knew a little humor could ignite such resilience? Why exactly does dark chocolate boost heart health? Dark chocolate, especially varieties with over 60% cacao, isn't just a delicious treat, it's a powerful ally for your heart. Research shows that this rich treat can help lower LDL, the so-called bad cholesterol, while raising HDL, the good kind. This not only balances your cholesterol levels, but also promotes better blood flow, which is vital for a healthy heart. When you enjoy dark chocolate, your body experiences improved circulation, even leading to enhanced blood flow to the brain. This means that not only can indulging in dark chocolate keep your heart in shape, but it might also keep your mind sharp. With its antioxidant properties, dark chocolate fights inflammation and reduces the risk of heart disease. So when you crave a sweet snack, reaching for dark chocolate could be a tasty and health-conscious choice to support your cardiovascular system. Here's a wild fact about scientific history. The term scientific didn't even exist until 1833. Before that, people who delved into the wonders of nature and the universe were known as natural philosophers. Imagine walking around in a time when studying the stars or exploring the principles of physics was all part of being a philosopher. Natural philosophers like Isaac Newton and Galileo Galilei sought to understand the world using observation and reasoning, but they didn't have the label of scientists that we use today. The shift to the term scientific marked a fascinating change in how we view and engage with knowledge. It highlighted a growing emphasis on experimentation and measurable evidence, shaping the way modern science operates. This evolution reflects a broader change in society, a move toward valuing inquiry based on data and observation. Isn't it intriguing how language evolves alongside our quest for understanding? What if I told you Picasso was hiding behind a mirror? In 2012, a fascinating discovery occurred when a renovation crew stumbled upon a long-lost painting by the legendary artist Pablo Picasso. Hidden behind a mirror for over 70 years, this masterpiece had been carefully concealed by a previous homeowner during World War II. Fearing the chaos of wartime would lead to theft, they chose to keep the artwork out of sight, effectively safeguarding it from danger. Imagine the excitement of uncovering such a significant piece of art history. It's a reminder of how art can be both a treasure and a source of anxiety, especially during turbulent times. This remarkable find not only reconnects us with the creative spirit of Picasso, but also reveals the lengths people will go to protect what they love. Who knows what other hidden gems are still waiting to be found? Did you know France used the guillotine until the 1970s? This chilling yet fascinating method of execution marked a significant chapter in the history of capital punishment. The guillotine, known for its swift and brutal efficiency, became a symbol of the French Revolution in the late 18th century. Its use persisted for nearly 2 centuries, with its last official application occurring in 1977. This was a time of considerable change, as many nations were re-evaluating their stance on the death penalty. The decision to finally abolish the guillotine reflected a growing public sentiment against capital punishment, as people began to prioritize human rights over old traditions. This shift was significant, signaling a new era in justice and ethics. The guillotine, once a tool of state power, now rests in history, reminding us of how societies evolve and how our values can change over time. Did you know the organic farming market is booming? With a value exceeding $190 billion globally, organic farming has become a key player in today's food industry. As more people seek pesticide-free and environmentally friendly products, interest in organic options continues to surge. This shift in consumer preferences is pushing farmers to adopt sustainable practices that benefit both the land and our health. Techniques like crop rotation help maintain soil fertility, while natural pest control methods reduce reliance on harmful chemicals. As a result, the agricultural landscape is evolving, becoming greener and more resilient. Organic farming not only satisfies consumer demand, but also contributes to a healthier ecosystem, promoting biodiversity and reducing pollution. It's exciting to think about how these practices are shaping the future of food. Will the trend towards organic continue to grow as more people become aware of its benefits? Prepare to be amazed by Ecuador's magical glass frog. This fascinating amphibian has skin that is nearly transparent, allowing you to see its internal organs and bones right through it. Found in the lush tropical rainforests of Ecuador, the glass frog is a true wonder of nature. Its unique appearance serves to protect it in the wild. When resting on a leaf, its see-through skin helps it blend into its surroundings, making it harder for predators to spot. Interestingly, glass frogs also have bright green coloration on their backs, adding to their beauty. While they may look delicate, these frogs play a vital role in their ecosystem, helping to indicate environmental health. Unfortunately, habitat loss and climate change threaten their populations. Discovering more about these extraordinary creatures could be crucial in our efforts to protect them. How will we ensure these enchanting frogs continue to thrive? Can you believe Frederick Douglass loved being photographed? Frederick Douglass was not just a famous abolitionist and orator, he was the most photographed person of the 19th century. Living during a time when photography was still a budding art, Douglass saw the power of images in shaping how Black Americans were represented. He embraced this new technology, using it as a tool to fight against the racism and stereotypes of his time. Douglass understood that photography could capture his dignified presence, challenging the negative narrative surrounding Black people. He often posed for portraits, ensuring that his image was widely circulated and that the stories of African Americans were seen and heard. By doing this, Douglass aimed to foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of Black lives during the Civil War era. Isn't it fascinating how one person can harness a new medium to bring about social change? This might surprise you. Underwater lakes exist. These fascinating phenomena, known as brine pools, form when salt deposits dissolve deep in the ocean, creating a super salty solution that is denser than the surrounding seawater. Because of this density, brine pools don't mix with other ocean waters, leading to unique underwater landscapes. These environments can be incredibly hostile to most marine life, often displaying high levels of salinity and toxicity that few organisms can tolerate. However, some specially adapted creatures, like certain types of microbes and extremophils, actually thrive in these salty cradles. Interestingly, scientists have only begun to explore these brine pools and many remain undiscovered. Researchers believe that studying these underwater lakes could offer insights into life in extreme conditions, potentially even helping us understand how life might exist on other planets. What hidden wonders might we uncover in these alien-like realms? You won't believe this about Tylenol packaging. A simple change made a huge difference. Switching Tylenol from bottles to bladder packs led to a remarkable 43% decrease in suicide deaths linked to the drug. Blister packs offer individual doses, making it much tougher for someone to grab a large amount all at once. This small but significant redesign has had a profound impact on safety, especially since Tylenol is widely available and commonly used. Before this shift, many people in crisis could easily overdose by consuming multiple pills straight from a bottle, often leading to tragic outcomes. By creating barriers to accessing large quantities of medication, blister packs not only promote responsible usage, but also provide a vital lifeline to those who may need help. Wouldn't it be amazing to see more medications adopt similar packaging to enhance safety? Guess what really drives the Mongols' success? Surprisingly, it was a mercy policy that set them apart despite their fierce reputation. The Mongols, led by Genghis Khan and his successors, often displayed a pragmatic approach when conquering cities. Rather than wiping out entire populations, they recognized the value of skilled workers, artisans, and professionals. For instance, during the 1221 siege of Nishapur, while the city fell to destruction, the Mongols made a strategic choice to spare doctors, engineers, and architects. These individuals were crucial for building and maintaining the Mongol Empire's infrastructure and military prowess. By utilizing the talents of those they conquered, the Mongols not only ensured their own success, but also promoted a unique blend of cultures that helped connect vast regions of the world. Isn't it fascinating how a blend of brutality and pragmatism shaped history? Believe it or not, apples have wild roots in Kazakhstan. The wild ancestor of our beloved modern apples is known as Malus sieversi, and it still thrives in the mountains of Kazakhstan today. This fascinating tree produces small, tart apples that are quite different from the sweet varieties we commonly enjoy. Researchers believe that these wild apples might hold valuable secrets for enhancing the fruit we eat regularly. Imagine discovering new flavors or varieties that could improve our apples' taste and resistance to diseases. Local farmers have been cultivating apples for centuries, but the wild trees remain essential as they provide genetic diversity and resilience. By preserving Malus sieversi, we ensure that future generations have access to a rich array of apple varieties, while also protecting the ecological balance in Kazakhstan's vast landscapes. As climate change poses challenges to global agriculture, the wild apple's survival becomes increasingly crucial. So the next time you bite into a crisp apple, remember its incredible journey from the wild forests of Kazakhstan to your lunchbox. What if I told you the internet is a human right? The United Nations has officially recognized access to the internet as essential for everyone. This groundbreaking declaration highlights the role of digital connectivity in our daily lives, ensuring people across the globe can access crucial information, communicate easily, and engage in important conversations. In today's world, where most services and opportunities are online, not being connected can mean missing out on education, employment, and even healthcare. By declaring the internet a fundamental human right, the UN emphasizes that everyone should have the chance to participate in the digital age, regardless of their background or location. This step encourages countries to create policies that promote universal access and addresses the growing digital divide. How can we work together to make internet access a reality for all? Can you handle the world's quietest room? Located in Minnesota, this incredible space is officially the quietest room on the planet, measuring in negative decibels. In fact, it's so silent that sounds we usually overlook become startlingly clear. Visitors report hearing the gentle rhythm of their own heartbeat and even the faint movement of their bones. The room is designed for ultra-quietness, absorbing sound waves and creating an almost eerie silence. This experience can be overwhelming for many, as they might start to feel disoriented or anxious due to the stark quiet. The space is used for various experiments, helping researchers understand sound perception and sensory deprivation. Imagine sitting alone in a room where the only noise is your own body. What thoughts would arise? It's a fascinating exploration of sound, silence, and the mind's reactions. What if I told you a note sold for millions? In 2017, an incredible auction took place where a simple note sparked a bidding frenzy, shattering expectations. Initially, auctioneers predicted it would sell for between $5,000 and $8,000. However, against all odds, the final sale price skyrocketed to an astonishing $1.56 million. This remarkable event highlights just how rare and valuable certain pieces of memorabilia can be, often surpassing imagination. The note's extraordinary journey captures the excitement of collectors and showcases the market's unpredictable nature. What made this note so special? Perhaps it was its unique history or the famous figure associated with it. Regardless, the sale serves as a vivid reminder that in the world of auctions, anything can happen, turning everyday items into treasures. Who knows what might be hiding in attics or old boxes waiting for their moment to shine? You might be surprised by North Dakota's earthquakes. This state is one of the least seismically active in the U.S., only feeling about 3 earthquakes per decade. Thanks to its stable geological structure, North Dakota offers residents a unique sense of security compared to places like California, where earthquakes are a common occurrence. While the ground may tremble in other states, North Dakota's solid bedrock keeps it calm and quiet. This calm environment allows people to enjoy life without the fear of sudden shakes and quakes disrupting their daily routines. The low earthquake rate not only affects how locals perceive their surroundings, but also influences building codes and infrastructure planning. So if you're living in or visiting North Dakota, you can rest easy knowing that seismic activity is far from a concern. Isn't it interesting how geography shapes our everyday lives? Is it really true that names can be carved in sand? Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, a notable figure from Abu Dhabi, indeed took this concept to an extreme level. He carved his name into the desert in massive letters, each stretching over 1,000 meters. This astonishing display of wealth and creativity is not just an artistic endeavor, it's so gigantic that it can be seen from space. Imagine soaring high above the earth and spotting this enormous signature etched into the landscape. Al Nahyan's work isn't merely about showing off riches, it reflects a deep connection to the land and culture of the UAE. His name isn't written in conventional ways but carved into the very sands of the desert, merging art with nature. This grand gesture has sparked conversations about extravagance and the boundaries of creativity. Isn't it fascinating how a name can become a landmark? Here's a wild fact about Scrappy-Doo. Scrappy-Doo, the feisty nephew of Scooby-Doo, has not been seen in animation since 1988, and the reason is quite interesting. After his debut in the late 1970s, Scrappy quickly became a polarizing character among fans. Many viewers found his brash personality annoying, which sparked significant backlash. This strong reaction serves as a remarkable reminder of how audience feedback can shape the fate of beloved franchises. Even popular shows like Scooby-Doo aren't immune to the opinions of their viewers. As Scrappy vanished from the screen, it opened up room for more beloved characters and storylines that aligned better with what fans wanted. Surprisingly, even decades later, debates about his character continue among Scooby-Doo enthusiasts. His absence from the adventures of the Mystery Inc. gang makes one wonder if there might be a future return for this controversial pup. Will Scrappy-Doo ever get a second chance to win over audiences again? Prepare to be amazed by medieval footwear choices. In the Middle Ages, footwear was not just about style, it was often impractical and uncomfortable. Many common folk went barefoot or wrapped their feet in minimal fabric, which was a practical choice that allowed for better movement. On the flip side, wealthier individuals flaunted long, pointy shoes, also known as pollen. These quirky shoes could extend several inches and were often a status symbol. However, this extravagant design came with a downside. The elongated shape made it tough to walk quickly or run, which could be a serious issue in dangerous situations. Imagine trying to escape a pursuer while struggling in those floppy shoes. The contrast between the simple footwear of the poor and the elaborate styles of the rich reflects the social divide of the time. So the next time you slip on your comfortable sneakers, think about the challenges those medieval folks faced with their footwear. What if I told you about a surprising agreement? In France, a lawyer named André-François Raffray made a unique deal with a 90-year-old woman to buy her apartment. He agreed to pay her $500 every month for her home, which seemed like a fair arrangement at first. Over time, however, this agreement turned into a fascinating story of longevity and commitment. For an incredible 30 years, he kept up his payments, totaling $180,000. But there's a twist. André ended up outliving the woman he had made the agreement with. This situation raises intriguing questions about life, financial planning, and the unexpected turns our choices can take. It's not just a simple contract. It showcases how life can change, reminding us of the deep connections we can form and the surprising outcomes that can arise from our decisions. How often do we consider the long-term effects of our choices? Hard to believe, but Volvo staged a wild ad. In 1990, Volvo found itself in hot water due to a controversial advertising campaign in the United States. The ad showed a monster truck crushing multiple cars while a Volvo remained untouched, creating an image of unmatched safety. However, the truth was revealed. The Volvo had been reinforced with steel, while the other vehicles were weakened for the stunt. This shocking revelation led to public outrage and several legal issues for the company. Many felt deceived, and it sparked a significant debate about the ethics of advertising. The incident served as a powerful reminder that brand trust is crucial. Consumers value honesty and transparency above all. Following this crisis, companies began to re-examine their marketing tactics, realizing that misleading claims could backfire spectacularly. Did you ever think a car ad could cause such a stir? Did you know that Kentucky had a meat shower? In 1876, residents of a small town in Kentucky experienced one of the strangest events in history when raw meat rained down from the sky. Imagine stepping outside and finding chunks of flesh dropping around you. That's exactly what happened when vultures flying overhead reportedly vomited midair. This bizarre phenomenon baffled the townsfolk and led to many wild theories about angels or a curse. Scientists soon explained the occurrence, attributing it to the behavior of vultures digesting their meals high in the sky. It's a reminder of how nature can surprise us in the most unexpected ways. Despite being over 140 years ago, the meat shower remains a captivating story that still sparks curiosity today. What would you do if you saw it happening in front of you?